One step away, forward in motion, nowhere I've been, nowhere I'm going.
My mom's gonna kill me, but I'm eating.
You're on camera.
You have to eat on Zoom, man. It's just how it works these days.
Nafeesa, are you dancing or doing a workout thing?
I'm doing a potty dance.
Who is the Dolly Barbie? The Dolly Barbie.
Okay.
Yes.
And Val, maybe one more time on the changing of the Imua Garza names. That was my mistake. Sorry, speakers and guests.
So if your name is showing up, if your links came to you when you logged into Zoom, if your name is showing up as Imua, then go ahead and go next to your name and you'll see the more. That's a drop-down menu and you can see the option to rename yourself there. You can type whatever you want, but it'd be great if you used your real name because you might win a prize and we wouldn't know who to give it to. Well, Faith, what do you think? Are you ready to start?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm just confirming if Susan and everyone can hear us.
Yes, I can hear you.
So I'm trusting. Yay, thank you. Okay.
Awesome. So this is it, right? We're here.
This is it.
This is
Starting right now. I'll press the button.
experience. Boom. Right? The experience. Welcome. We are here. We are ready. And my name is Jacquie Fernandez. You might see my name as Jax if you're in the Zoom room. We want to give a huge shout out to our Facebook friends who are following us on Faith Rivera Music page, or if you've started a watch party already, we want to give you a special shout out. And of course, this evening and tomorrow evening are all about celebrating the 11th album by our one and only Faith Rivera.
Yay!
You know, Faith, yeah, there it is. There it is. The CD. I say album, you know, because I'm old school, but I suppose CD is the better way to say it, right?
It sounds like more. I'd like it too.
Yeah. You know, Faith, I've been thinking the way this album sounds, it makes me think that Prince, Lenny Kravitz, and Lady Gaga got together and had a baby, and that baby was the strong woman we know as Faith Rivera.
Yay! Oh my gosh. I'm an older kind of baby, but I'm going to take that as a compliment.
It's a huge compliment. And the music sounds so good. It's such a departure of what we've heard from you before. And yet it's still Faith. It's still completely authentically you. And it's amazing. And yet when I hear each track, there's new nuances and new variations, new sounds that I'm used to hearing from you. And it reminds me of these different artists. I feel like there are a lot of really great influences happening in this album. And yet it's like this new evolution of you.
Thank you, Jacquie. Honestly, it just feels so weird. Like I kind of want to deflect it all and be like, wait, we're here for my album. I forget that really, for me, it is about the stories through it and like our gathering and why you jumped on. But thank you. I think sometimes many of us are so ready to just shove, whatever those things that we do. But I'm going to own it. As long as you guys promise you're going to own everything that you're up to. And we're going to get this party started, right? Okay. Yeah. Should we roll into, is it time for Harold?
Let's bring Harold on, right?
Yes. We're going to bring on Harold Payne, my longtime friend. He started off as my mentor. If you don't know him yet, you will come to love him like everyone does. A master songwriter and a heart equal to his talent. His songs have been recorded by Peter, Paul, and Mary, all the way to Snoop Dogg. He's in with Lana Del Rey, with Faith Rivera. No, I'm kidding. But this is Harold Payne, so he's going to set the tone for us, get the fun going. Okay, guys? Let's welcome Harold Payne. Woo-hoo!
Hey, I assume you can hear me. Okay, well, I just want to say before I start with my 2.5 songs here that it is an honor to be here. I've known Faith and Nolan and family the first part for about 20 years, I think, something like that. Whatever it is, it seems like a lifetime and a good one. And I don't know anyone who is more giving, generous, and purveyor of aloha spirit like Faith. And so I'm going to do a song that we wrote together, which speaks about a lot about who she is, because she's always shining a light on other people. And this is kind of also, since we're Hawaiian bound here, this is a kind of a Hawaiian feel to it. And it's a song that I wrote with Faith. So shine on. There's a burning feeling in the bottom of your soul that only your heart understands. Everybody's got a little love inside to give away. All you really need is a chance. Time is wasted. You don't have to wait another minute to let your dreams take you to the limit. Shine on, shine on. Open up and let your light shine on. Oh, shine on. Oh, shine on. Open up and let your light shine on. Even if you never had a moment in your life when you were free enough to let yourself go, it's okay to take a little leap of faith sometime. How will you ever know? The world is waiting for you to share the gifts that you've been given. It's never too late for a new beginning. Shine on, shine on. Open up and let your light shine on. Oh, oh, shine on. Oh, oh, shine on. Open up and let your light shine on. Break out, break through. Oh, oh, break out, break through. Ooh, yeah, break out, break through. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Time is wasted. You don't have to wait another minute to let your dreams take you to the limit. Shine on, shine on. Open up and let your light shine on. Oh, shine on, yeah, shine on. Open up and let your light shine on. Let it shine now. Open up and let your light shine on. Say it with me now. Open up and let your light shine on. Let it shine now. Open up and let your light shine on. Open up and let your light shine on. Shine on, everybody. And thank you. Faith, thank you for shining your light on everybody like only you can with that aloha spirit that is amazing. And speaking of aloha spirit, I just couldn't resist. I pulled out a t-shirt. You know, I lived in Hawaii for a little while, and I pulled out a t-shirt that said Kanikapila. It's one of my all-time favorite words and one of my all-time favorite things to do. So I don't know, about noon today, I said, you know, I better write a song for this occasion. And, you know, as you know, I do a lot of improv, but, you know, so I cheated by writing a couple hours in advance. So here's a brand new song. Hope I can get it right here. For those who don't know what a kanikapila is, it's a Hawaiian music jam with food and party and everybody joining in. Kanikapila, kanikapila, Hawaiian music jam. Oh, kanikapila, kanikapila, Everybody's in the band. Hanging by the beach at Auntie's house. Keiki everywhere. Ukulele, slacky, guitar and voices fill the air. All the Bahinis are dancing. Everybody's joining in. The moment the music starts, that's when the party begins. Oh, Kani Kapila, Kani Kapila, Hawaiian music jam. Oh, Kani Kapila, Kani Kapila. Everybody's in the band. Mama made some monolicious, delicious dishes. What a sight to see. Cousin Komo brought a poo-poo platter with some spam musubi. Everybody's laughing and singing old Hawaiian songs. You don't have to sing like Faith Rivera. You just have to sing along. Yeah, Kani Kapila, Kani Kapila. Hawaiian music jam. Oh, Kani Kapila, Kani Kapila. Everybody's in the band. You can leave your slippers at the doorway. Just bring your beautiful smile inside. Oh, everybody, Kani Kapila, Kani Kapila. Hawaiian music jam. Oh, Kani Kapila, Kani Kapila. Everybody's in the band. Hey, hey, Kani Kapila. Everybody's in the band. Thank you. Custom.
Chee-hoo!
Your cake.
What did he say? I missed the ending.
Now everybody knows what. Pardon? If
Go ahead.
anybody didn't know what Kani Kapila was, they know what it is now. And I have one last little thing that I'm going to do. And
Do it.
I'd like to honor the sponsors. I know there's Empower and Barbara Fields with Global Association of Global New Thought, who inspired this next song that Faith and I wrote. And it's a song that I would only do as a duet with Faith, except I'm going to do just the chorus of this song with a slight alteration. Live the dream of your highest calling, be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together now. The dream of your highest calling, be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with a world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our bigness. Let's stand together now. Live the dream of your highest calling, be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with a world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Everybody, let's rise together. Everybody, let's rise together. Everybody, let's rise together. Let's rise together with faith. Everybody, let's rise together. Everybody, let's rise together. Everybody, let's rise together. Let's rise together with faith. Oh, rise together now. Everybody, let's rise together.
Yeah. Harold Payne.
You. Mahalo.
Wow. Thank you forever. Jacquie, I can't hear you.
No, there we go. How's that? I was just, I was telling all of Harold's secrets, so I guess it's a good thing. That
Well, oh.
You might know a few.
So Harold is on
all of them.
every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you want to hear more, feel more from this, truly a legend and a friend, and he's everything. He'll be your best friend because he's everybody's best friend. Harold, we love you. I love you. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My honor.
Harold. Thank you so much. So, I love that one thing he did too was he mentioned the sponsors. And so I threw up one of our graphics of the sponsors. But Faith, do you want to talk about our sponsors?
Oh, yes, totally. I have to thank Empower Music and Arts. Many of you on this call know them. They're the reason why I got to go all around the country and the world, represent all these positive music artists. So you need to check out their site, New Thought Radio, which is a newer radio station, but they already have the 12-hour marathon of New Thought music and New Thought speakers. There's the Supreme Master TV, which that's a whole other story, but she has been a huge supporter of mine. And I'm going to say more about Association for Global New Thought because Barbara Fields, director from AT&T, is here. But you're going to hear a lot more, but none of this could be as heart-filled and deep. And I don't know, it's like jet fuel, to our event that they said yes to be a part of it. So please go and see all their amazing programs that they're offering. Yeah.
And what about the Rise Tribe? Tell us about the Rise Tribe.
The Rise Tribe. Oh, the Rise Tribe. Thank you. Yes. I was like, they are the people that when I had a vision of what this album would be last year, they came and supported this album when it was just a vision, when I didn't even write all the songs. You can see all these beautiful faces there. So their heart and their spirit is definitely in this album. They're here. And a special shout out to Bettina Marino, who passed away just the day before my birthday. She called me from the hospital and just, told me what our connection meant. She was one of my Aloha goddesses. And so you never know what impact you have on people. That's why I think it's just so important that we can have a time like this where I can share my gratitude for all of you, and specifically right now for the Rise Tribe. None of this would be possible without them. So I love each of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Faith. And, I know what everyone really wants to hear is your music, for one, but also this is an opportunity for us to hear about the inspiration behind the music, behind this album, because it's been a long time coming, right?
Yes, very long time coming. And I do want to say before we roll into the music that this is your time, that what I want for each of us is that I love milking things. We milk the songs and this experience for all the inspiration, all the fun, all the expansion that we can get. So are we agreed? Thumbs up. Everybody's ready to milk? That's probably not the most beautiful movement, but anyway, you know what I mean. So the backstory, guys, is when I had my kids, I have two little kids, like for most artists, the music became second, third, fourth, fifth. So I haven't recorded an album in 7 years. And then we made the decision to move back home to Hawaii 3 years ago. And Nolan and I, my husband, were willing to do what it took, right? And I didn't think specifically what I meant, but I knew it could mean losing my music and using my touring, all of that stuff. But I was willing to do it. The long story short is it was 2018 and I'm here with my beautiful mother-in-law who's been so gracious having us in her home. And I am this artist that needed to create. And so I became a not nice person. Resentment. I started blaming the dishes, blaming my husband, and what was it? I was just mad because I was stopping my own flow, my own rise. So this album has been a long time coming. By 2019, I just said, I need something different. I don't want to feel this way. I took a sync songwriting class from Kathy Heller. So with her and Charles Brotman, the whole Hawaii Songwriting Festival crew, the Creative Music Lab, am I saying that right? Yes, program, it just gave me permission to create again, to write specifically for TV and film. So I got messy and And next thing I knew, there were these songs with different voices from me saying different things that I don't think I ever would have said on my other albums, but they're all me. And I needed to own it in a big way. And so today is about owning all those parts of us, whatever those voices are, you know, because it is a part of the rise, the expansion that's happening through us. So that's in a nutshell is the backstory and why we're all here today. Yeah.
So we bring Barbara Fields on.
Yes, we shall. Yes, yes. So let's bring on, she is from the Association for Global New Thought, the director. Oh, we're trying to find Barbara. Barbara, did you rename yourself Dolly Barbie?
Yes.
That may be her.
Oh, Dolly Barbie.
Because she's friends with the Dalai Lama. There she is.
Yeah.
So anybody who knows Barbara, that makes perfect sense.
Oh my gosh. And I just have to say, I've been to Italy, to Australia. We've done a New Thought Film Festival, just so many things. And this amazing woman has been the engine and the heart and the vision behind it. And most of the time she books all the speakers, right? But today she is, all these years I've wanted to hear her words and her heart. So Barbara, if you can share on, you know, the song Rise, because Rise is the first song and I wrote it for AG&T, but about, you know, your personal rise, the rise of AG&T, the rise that you're feeling.
Well, hi, Faith. Thank you for having me. And I'm sorry about the Dalai Lama rename, but I just couldn't resist the opportunity when someone said I could just rename myself whatever I wanted. Anyway, I'm very excited, and I hope this is a conversation. The reason that I
Yes.
like to book other people to speak is because this isn't the thing I do, and it's not like what I like and want to do and what I'm best at. I like being kind of behind the curtain, as you know. But when you said, join me on the launch of my 11th album and talk about Rise and talk about, you know, our relationship and a history and what you've been doing for AG&T, I thought, oh, that's all good. But what I really heard was, you're invited to come and be part of a Faith Rivera Love Fest. So that's the reason that I said yes.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
Here I am, because I just remember, you know, I really don't mean, probably everyone's going to end up talking about what an angel you are. But what I do know is that in all of my experience, whether it's with the Dalai Lama or with Michael, or with all the wonderful people that have been associated with AG&T, that, you know, sometimes you come across the rare individuals who really just behave like angels. And they don't fall out of their role. You know, I mean, you may say that you were mad at the dishes and taking it out on your husband.
I was.
But what looks like, you know, you not being kind is an aspiration of what kindness means to other people. And you always say yes, you always bring it with your all, you always show up in full integrity and inspire me. So that's why I said yes, and I'm so excited for you today.
Thank you, Barbara. Gosh, I love you, and you continue to be an inspiration for me. And so thank you for being a part of creating this song Rise. I wrote this for the San Diego, I think Awakened World or Engaged Spirituality event. And I think we're going to play it now. And it's everything that I'm about, everything that Barbara and AG&T is about, this rise. This is our moment.
Yeah.
This is it.
So, yeah.
And for that song and for Stand Together and the brilliant,
with Harold,
brilliant music that you and Harold have contributed to the AG&T vision for so many years. I just want to take this moment to express our deep, deep gratitude for that. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, let's hear the song.
Thank you, Barbara.
Close my eyes, I open my heart, I'll take a deep breath, let the healing start. I lift my hands, I plant my feet, I let love in. I feel the beat that's calling us to rise, rise, spirit rise up, rise in me. I let in my soul, I clear my mind. I'm here and now, in present time. I feel the power of 1,000 suns lighting up the dark. Oh, we rise as one. Oh, rise, rise, spirit rise up, rise in me. Oh, rise, rise, spirit rise up, rise in me, rise in me. I sing to you, I sing to you, you sing to me, you sing to me. Change up this noise, make sweet harmony. Come on and rise, oh rise, spirit rise up, rise in me. Oh, oh rise, rise, spirit rise up, rise in me, rise in me. Heart to heart, heart to heart, hand in hand, hand in hand. No turning back, onward to promised land. Do you feel the power of 1,000 suns lighting up the dark? Oh, we rise as one. Love's calling, calling out your name. Love's calling. It's why we came. Love's calling, calling out the name. Love's calling. It's why we came. Come on and rise, rise, spirit rise up, rise in me. Rise, come on and rise, oh spirit rise up, rise in me. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. Come on and rise up. Come on, lift your hands up, jump, reach for the sky, go up high, higher, yeah. Rise up. Come on, raise your voice and shout. Love is alive, we're bringing the light brighter, brighter. Rise up. Come on, lift your hands up, jump, reach for the sky, go up high, higher, yeah. Rise up. Come on, raise your voice and shout. Love is alive, we're bringing the light brighter, brighter. Rise up. Come on and rise up.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
So that was
beautiful song.
Imua Garza, which I think he's here. The production, the electric guitar solo, the lushness, I never knew about the Moog bass, whatever, that was all happening. That's Imua. There's Imua. What's up? Can you hear us?
On?
I see him. Everybody say aloha, Imua.
Oh, hi guys.
Can
Sorry,
we hear
I
you?
can only hear Harold typing that whole like last 2 minutes. But I don't know if you're talking to me or if
Harold. No, I'm kidding.
if I'm even supposed to talk right now. But yeah.
So,
did you ask me a question?
Imua,
I'm sorry, I'm kind of just walking into it because I couldn't hear anything the last
Yeah, no,
while.
it's cool. He's in a session right now, you guys, but I just wanted you to see his face. Okay, you're done. No, I'm kidding. Wait, there's it. So I heard Imua's production. We were part of the Creative Lab. Am I saying it right? Hawaii, through Hawaii Songwriting Festival. And his production stood out amongst all these like top LA producers. And I heard this song you guys did, Imua. And I don't know if you remember, I came right up to you and I was like, oh my God, that's what I'm going to do at Rise. I'm going to give it to Imua. He's going to do something with it. And you created this amazing arrangement and you created this bridge. So, I mean, you can talk about anything about that production, about the song, what it might mean to you. And, specifically for you, Imua, what I love is you're so open when I watch you work. You're not trying to get an idea. It's just happening through you. So talk about all of that, rising and flowing.
Yeah, well, first of all, congratulations on this. This is a celebration for what you're doing and the music that you're putting out there for others to rise up and to be encouraged. So, yeah, I love working with artists and musicians and singers, and like, what is the best way that I can make them shine and to get the song that they have in their head. How do I get that out? So I think as a producer, that's what we're always thinking is, how can we make this the best that we can, but also stick true to the vision of what the songwriter is going for. I like to have a lot of references when it comes to, I want it to be like a Michael Jackson song or something else. That way we have the same lingo and things are start to become a little more cohesive on our language of studio terms instead of brown sounding brown. Like you might think blue, I might think red. So to kind of get that picture of where we want to be at with this song, where do we want to land? When we were rising in my head, I was thinking, yeah, let's definitely rise up in key and literally rise up. And I think that'll help take it to another level too. Each time adding something different. So adding these different layers and things for people to hear and to take them on a journey, because songs are always meant
Sorry, you know what's funny, Imua, is I didn't know where this song was going to go to. So to be honest, I don't know that I even had a reference track for you.
Yeah.
And it was our first time working. And I remember just sitting there and, I didn't know where you're going to go. And then you just started doing that Moog bass thing. And I was like, I'm loving that. And then when you took the chorus and went to just completely strings, I mean, it's just so, I knew what, like this album and everything that's going on for us now, I wanted something fresh. I wanted something new. And sometimes we don't know even what that is. But you delivered it.
Yeah. And that's a journey that I love taking with the artist, is to make sure that the canvas that we're painting, so the Moog and all these different instruments are just to help have different colors. And over the years, working on different kinds of music, not just being stuck to one genre, but get to know each one. That way, when an artist comes in, we can make what they have in their head just come out and be at the top of the level that it needs to be. So.
Well, you're the original Opihi picker, right?
I am, yes. Started when I was really young.
So that's how diverse he is. There you go.
Yeah, so most of my life was.
So is there any project that you want anyone to know about right now for them to check out, or just go to imuagarza.com?
Yeah, if you just go to Imua Garza, that's like on my Instagrams. I post pretty regularly on like what I'm doing and what I'm working on. But I'm looking forward to, let's see, there's so many projects that I'm working on, and some are just single, some are full length projects, some that just released. But I just love going every 2 hours. I switch to a different artist and a different genre.
Project.
So I have to quickly like switch a cap. Okay, what genre are we in now? So
Cool, man.
I think I'm always open to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jacquie, and you're gonna love it that the guitar solo in the big ending, it was feeling so good. And then he's like, this is like Prince. This is like, what do we say? It sounded like Purple Rain. So he changed a note or two and then we were good. So
yeah.
It's beautiful. It's so
Imua, you're brilliant. Thank you, man. I appreciate your time and your talent.
Thank you. Congratulations. Woo-hoo.
And I want to do more.
Yes.
Aloha.
Aloha.
I think it's worth mentioning
Thank you.
that
Yeah.
there is a choral arrangement of that song of Rise, and
Yeah.
nominated right for a Posy Award. So that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think we should get ready for another song, and so maybe we should bring Eric on and let's hear about Free, Happy, and Light.
Yes. Okay, you guys having fun? I've never done anything like this before. So thank you for hanging. Let's see, where's Eric? This is Eric Dubois. While he's coming on, I'll just tell you, when I was here in Hawaii and I finally said, I'm going to start creating stuff, I was on a mad search for producers, and Eric popped up, this Frenchman who lived in Eva Beach. There you are, Eric, which is, if you know Hawaii, that's not normal. And he's my first EDM / hip hop kind of collaboration. So I just love this guy, and I love your heart, and I love your hustle, man. So, and to be honest, I'll start is that I was writing for an assignment for sync writing, and I was imagining a Downey commercial. It's spring. You wanted newness. And then I heard Eric's track. It was so dreamy, and it just took me to where we went. So anyway, here's Eric. Say hi to our Frenchman, our local Hawaii Frenchman.
Yeah, I got the local title now. Awesome.
So how are you? What do you want to tell us about the track? I don't know, our process, Free, Happy, and Light.
It was actually kind of crazy. So I'm not really, I'm just used to doing
Tell the truth. Speak the truth. We'll be real.
I'm not used to working with high quality artists such as yourself, and not talking down to any other artists that I've worked with, but people that are so professional, that I've had some great placements, so it was a lot of, and I'm used to working with younger artists in the sense like 16 to 20 years old, and teaching them kind of how to grow their music and how to make the right thing. So working with you was like a big difference and a big challenge for me, which was really great. Because you come in and you're telling me like, okay, I'm used to layering 20 vocals. I'm used to doing this. You hop on the piano, you say, I want something in C major. And I'm like, Jesus, I don't know. But yeah, that was really fun experience. That first track that we did. And I don't really remember much because I was just so like trying to learn.
Well, Eric, yeah, I think we did the punk one first, Fired Up.
Was that the first
and then
one
this one, I think, dude, whatever, we'll see. But all I know is your track, inspired. Well, I don't remember. Who knows how we got here, but it was definitely a first for both of us.
Yeah, it was really, It was really cool. And you come in all the way from Hawaii Kai to come over to my place and record and get some stuff done was really cool. And for this song, it was. I had this track, I think I already had this track ready to go, and I played you a bunch of music, and that one was one of them that kind of stood out for you. And
yes,
I'm usually used to just, the artist does his thing. I don't really participate in the songwriting and the creation of the entire song project. So with you, it was kind of like the first time I did that, and you really involved me in the whole process. And I found out like really cool. So now that's what I do with one of the people that I work with, thanks to you, of just like, you had this idea in your head of making something, like you said, something springy. You said, I want to hear some birds in the background. I'm like, well, okay, I'll figure that out.
I think you had a dog. So what?
Yeah.
Why don't we show him the track?
Awesome. Sounds good.
Let's play him the track. Let's hear him the track. But thank you, Eric. This was totally spring new for both of us, obviously.
Yeah.
So we'll play a little bit of it, huh, Jacquie? Get this feeling of spring going.
Yellow sun and bright blue sky. Got a feeling this day's gonna be fine, so fine. Pretty birdies and butterflies, so beautiful, everything's so alive. I'm gonna bloom where I am planted, like flowers in a garden. Seasons change, people change, and I can too. Let me be brand new, get in the flow. It's time to grow, like the first of spring. Gonna spread my wings. It's time to fly, free, happy, alive. It's time to fly, free, happy, alive. Life is lit up so colorful. Got rainbows dancing in my eyes. It's so bright. I let the sun kiss me head to toe. I'm fresh, I'm golden, here in the light. I'm gonna bloom where I am planted, like flowers in a garden. Seasons change, people change, and I can too. Let me be brand new.
Can you guys see it? Right, the Downey commercial.
Hopefully.
But more than that, really, I mean, I love, sorry to love on my own lyrics, but I love the idea of bloom where I'm planted. Eric,
Yeah,
you bloom where you're planted. You're this Frenchman in Eva Beach,
Trying,
you know, having this career.
Yeah, we're trying really hard, and you've helped me so much for everything. So thank you for putting your trust in me and listening to what I have to say and things like that. So it was really a cool process. That's why we did more songs.
You're welcome.
Together.
It's just the beginning. Yeah, we did a lot more. You got 3 songs on this album.
I know, this is ridiculous.
So extra love for Eric. Woo!
Really nice to meet you, Eric.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, a pleasure.
Awesome.
Yeah,
A pleasure.
thank you
I
so
think
much,
it's time
man.
for the giveaway.
Yay, giveaway.
Let's do it.
We're-
Should we give away a digital download and a book?
Yes. How are we going to do this? So this is The World is Waiting for You journal, CD journal.
Awesome.
And, digital download. So this virtually.
There you go.
How are we going to do this,
Let's pick,
Jackie?
since purple, of course, is the theme of the album, why don't we, let's have Val look through the Zoom room and see the first person who finds is wearing purple.
Uh-oh.
How do I?
She's got a name. Darren. Oh, my buddy Darren. Congratulations, Darren.
Okay, what does he get? This one?
Winner, chicken dinner.
This.
Yeah. And the digital download.
Oh, okay. You get this, Darren. Okay.
Awesome. Congratulations, Darren. Big shout out to my buddy. All right. I think it's time for another song.
Thank you.
Let's hear it.
Wait. Did we give this winner? Did I miss it?
Oh, Darren was getting both, right? The book and the digital download.
Okay, now he is. Okay.
I mean, he's wearing the color purple.
It's all good. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Good. He gets 2 things.
I'm not going to let her take your prize.
All right.
All right. So Darren got both prizes on that one. And we're going to hear your Hawaiian song, right? There's got to be a Hawaiian song on this album.
Yes. We're going to listen first. Or
do you want to tell us a little bit? Give us the title and the meaning.
Okay, well, it's about my family. It's Aunt Komo Mai. And Charles will bring you on after this song. Oh, and this is the time I wanted to say hi to all of my family if you're there. Dara, the Browns, my auntie, Rami, Maria Bakat, my sister Lori, if she's there, Lori Lay. This song is about me coming home. And just, I was gone for decades, right? But I come home and they're just home. Bye. Are my beautiful family. So it really is about honoring my family and this culture here in Hawaii. That is all about love and aloha. And Charles Brotman brought it to life, who we'll talk to a little bit after this. So these clips you'll see is shots from my life here back home. And they're informal. And here's Izzy saying hi too. Hi. Yay. So thank you, Hawaii and family back home, for loving us. Taking good care of us. Here's a Komo mai.
It's been forever since I called this home. Something about this place that moves my soul. I feel the aina and the warm sunshine. Still makes me happy after all this time. Open arms, gentle smiles, they welcome me with a loving eyes. Always greets me local style.
It's Eric.
With hugs,
typical Filipino family picture. My hubby. Sacred Hearts Academy Chapel, where I played a lot of piano when I was a kid.
Aloha and her love's for real.
Open
arms, gentle smiles.
Remember that secret island?
With a loving eyes.
Oh, my nephew Isaiah. Unity of Hawaii. Hawaii Songwriting Festival. My mom and my auntie. Oh, my other mom and my other sister. Coco Head.
Is where I'm meant to be.
Oh, super Scott. Recording with Imua.
Home where the rainbows paint the sky. Home where the precious child.
Great stuff.
Yay.
Person, is it?
Everybody has to come here to Hawaii, okay? It's in my mind. Retreats, parties. Oh, Joshua and Andre. Kohala Coast.
Tree. Ukulele Festival. Leah.
Okay, guys.
Wait.
Uncle Andy, he's gonna kill us.
Oh my god.
Yay! Did you guys like that? How do you guys like that? Because no pressure, but Charles Brotman is here who made it with me. He is
Are we going to bring Charles on?
An amazing leader here in Hawaii, not to mention a Grammy-winning musician and artist. And truly, Charles, the love that you and your family have brought to the Songwriting Festival, to the music program I was a part of, it's like dreams answered that I didn't know I had that dream. So everybody meet Charles, who's the producer, the vision behind the song.
Hi.
Yay.
Aloha.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Yeah. You know, COVID
gosh.
days, but for music producers, not that much has changed. You know, we're sitting in the studio.
I know, right?
What do we do? Stay here.
Wait, sorry, my kids are. So I'm gonna ask my kids. Guys, can you go outside now, please? Love you. Bye.
No, wait.
So Charles, I mean, what did you think about our song? Everything that that song was about. I mean, I know Charles has been creating music for years. So what I loved learning from you was just, your attention to detail in the lyrics, and especially me, to be honest, all these people know my voice, Charles. I sing more R&B and all that. And Charles would be like, no, a local girl wouldn't do that.
Well, I remember,
but, keeping it authentic.
When we started the song, we decided we were going to do a pitch for 5/0 or Magnum, right?
Yes.
I think it didn't start out to be like an album cut. And
no, not at all.
And then that reminds me, I have to follow up on that, because we did get a license request from Magnum. So I think it did go on the show. I need to follow up with him on that.
Cool.
But then what happened, I remember what happened was that we got the title. We thought, well, let's do something with Hawaiian. It wasn't language for the title, but then let's do something more personal, that is personal for you.
Yes.
And so that's when we kind of started digging into it and making it be something, that really reflected what was going on in your life.
Yeah. Well, here's what I really learned in our process, Charles, was, it's editing and tweaking, but it was really to make the lyric and the heart of the song that much more clear. And I think that's why it's such a song strong. And so I'm so grateful, because I didn't know if I could do it, when we're in the studio. Plus I was sick, honestly. Yeah.
No, that's right. Yeah.
And I was R&Bing it too much, which I tend to do. And it takes away from that type of melody. So yeah, it was such a gift.
Well, it was fun. Lots of fun working with you. We got to do more. Yeah.
We are. I think next time we're going to write a dark song, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So for those of you that are songwriters and artists, please check out Hawaii Songwriting Festival. It is hands and whatever the saying is, way above any other conference I've been to. Yeah, and Charles's music and his family is just, thank you for giving me, I don't know, like a musical home, Charles. It means a lot.
Aww.
So thank you, and everybody, love up on that Komo, my song. It's been a favorite of people that have listened to it. Yes.
Great.
So thank you. Thanks, Charles. Aloha.
Thank you.
So good to meet you, Charles. So Faith, you got to tell us what it's like. So many of us have been under shelter in place, and pandemic orders, and you're in Hawaii, and it's a paradise, right? But you've had, as you've shared with this album, like your own iterations of how it's felt to be in paradise, through all of life's experiences. What's it been like lately?
Well, lately, it's been way better because, as we all know, it's really about your state of mind. I was in paradise and I felt trapped, but that's because I wasn't letting my creativity come through. So now, I don't know, it's like this song by Louis Armstrong, trees are greener, the sky is bluer. And the beauty here is, of course, breathtaking. But I feel like when you are right with yourself, when you're saying yes to all that wants to rise through you, anywhere can be beautiful. My bedroom here is beautiful because your state of mind is beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
I agree with that. You talked to me about the show Aloha, right? The document that was released. Should we share that?
It's long, and I'll share a little bit of it.
Show it.
Yeah. Oh, there, yes, you're showing it on screen. I saw it on Facebook, and I just thought it's just a really specific kind of sharing about aloha in these times. That as the government and our different local governments open up, you know, we're all at different places with it. And if you can read it while I'm chatting, I don't know if that's possible. It's just saying, be kind, show aloha. Be kind, show aloha. And that's the gift we can bring. You know,
well, it makes it, you know, about everyone having their own viewpoint and just letting it be okay, right? That if you're in paradise and it doesn't feel like paradise, or if you're, you know, in some kind of hell and it just starts to feel that, you know, we have, you know, we always have the opportunity to grab something to create a different reality and to, you know, to start within. So I love how you work that into the album lyrics, and also, you know, by sharing that document, the show aloha and be kind.
Yes. Well, I'll just say one more quick thing is, now that I'm older, I really get the aloha thing that when I was a kid, I wrote off. I was like, oh, it's a tourist thing. It's plastic skirts. It's tiki torches. And it's like, wow, no, it's incredibly real when I see it in the generosity and the kindness of my family. So aloha, everybody. Aloha. Not goodbye aloha, but just aloha. Yeah.
So we have another song, Your Own Skin, right? Speaking of feeling what it's like to be right where you are.
Yes. Are we going to show a really cool clip of Eric maybe on the beach?
He's actually, we're going to show him while the song's playing. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. So this song, you guys, I heard Eric's track, and we had a songwriter assignment about home. Don't ask me how, but when the words started coming with this track that really pulled me in, I didn't know I was going to talk about home in my own skin. So it was one of those songs that turned out to be a surprise teaching to me. So this is about loving your skin right where you are, right where you are. So enjoy. And we have a guest coming up soon, so enjoy.
I see you in the mirror, talking like you hate her. This comparing's got to stop. Wishing for the same thing, longing for that one dream, the one where you belong. You have been a circle, living in a square world, trying to make sense of this box, changing up your fashion, be a different person. All it's done is get you lost. What if today's the day you claim your holy ground? Your worth is found. You're found. Right here, right now. It's the moment you've been waiting for. Oh, welcome home to your own skin. I know it feels so different, but hey, you got to listen to the voice inside your heart. Learn to love yourself more, walk right through a new door, to a house that hurts no more. You can be yourself here, you are truly safe here. No minefields in the floor, forget about the ceiling. Limits have no meaning when you know just who you are. Today's the day you claim your holy ground. Your light is found. You're found right here, right now. It's the moment you've been waiting for. Oh, welcome home to your own skin. Right here, right now. You're so ready for it, I know you know. Oh, baby, welcome home to your own skin. Welcome home to your own skin.
Yeah. Did you guys see what Dolly Barbie put? SEER stands for shine, elevate, evolve, reclaim. Yes.
Love it.
And that song was part of that process for sure.
And I love, seeing, of course. And, that piece about, being in our own skin and healing. And, I know that, for you, that it's also a call to healing for our ancestors and for future generations. And I just love how you pull that in. And I think the visual of the beach really helps to bring that home too.
Well, when I played for a lot of Patricia Robles's World Congress on Illumination, she would always say, as we would go to another sacred vortex around the planet, she would always talk about the ancestors of the land. And she would say that whatever you're healing and whatever breakthroughs you're having, it's not only for yourself, it's for the old stories, for the ancestors and the future generations. And that just means so much to know, right? That all the sometimes crap you go through, it serves a bigger purpose. Yeah. So I would love to invite in.
Yeah. So we bring
Nafeesa, unless you're going to say more, Jacquie?
Yes. No, let's bring Nafeesa in.
Okay. So my girlfriend, Nafeesa Monroe, who's coming on right now.
Hi.
I love her. As Jack Fowler would say, I love her hard. In your land, I love her hard. My favorite poetess that I booked for a women's festival in some other era. And Nafi, you can go there or not, but I just want to say I really thank her for showing up. I know her heart has been really heavy with all that's been going on. I don't know how to say his name, Ahmed.
I don't.
Can you help me, Aubrey? But anyway,
It's okay.
Okay. Anyway, that's why we're doing what we do. To be better people, to be more loving, to keep rising. This is one of my favorite pieces called Fractions. And Nafeesa, say whatever you want, but take it away. I love you.
I love you. So here's the challenge is that I haven't performed as a poet in a really, really long time. So hopefully I don't forget the lines. If I do, Harold will make up something if he's still on. Okay. I've always been good at fractions. I don't know why. The answer just came easily without a try. Like 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 2 halves, which equals 1. Like 1/2 black plus 1/2 white equals 1 whole person. Funny thing is, I rarely identified in halves. My most common separation was 1/4 Irish, 1/4 African, 1/4 German, 1/4 Haitian, which is 4 quarters, which again equals 1. Seeing this fun? But if we are all mixed fractions to equal a whole, then there's something that I really want to know. I want to know what are the 5/5 of a human being so I can understand why slaves are only 3. And what were the 2/5 missing? Was it all the things they kept from me, like my drums, my language, my family ties, my education, my tradition, my womanhood and pride? And the truth is, there's too many things to choose, only 2. But fractions remain forever a part of me. I know a 4/4 beat and a 6/8 time, and I used to beat and pound the ground and send messages through rhyme and song to call others to action, but they never guessed how I understood fractions. To this day, I communicate this way. Rhythm and rhyme keep my fraction time in a language all mine. They call it slang. And though I could mathematically manipulate numbers, I always had a hard time finding a common denominator for all the parts of me plus all the parts of you. And fractions without a common denominator can never be subtracted or added. They can only be divided or multiplied. Now, some have tried multiplication as a means to a sum, but someone never told them multiplying produces a product. Like a third soul now tied to 2 fractioned wholes. But addition requires rigorous thought. A common ground must be sought, because if underneath it all our numbers are inoperable, then a great fault line lies between me and you, and the slightest rise on the Richter scale will cause our whole foundation to fail because we were doomed from the start. Finding a common denominator is an art. But better yet, what if we weren't fractions at all? but whole beings, complete, full with love, grace, and forgiveness, intelligence, wisdom, and incredible bliss. And our music sang to the whole world. And 3/4 and 4/4 and 6/8 time laid one on top of the other to create worldwide syncopation, not assimilation. Multiple time at the same time in the same time. And though I could mathematically manipulate numbers, I always had a hard time finding a common denominator for all the parts of me, plus all the parts of you. But I know that though I may want you to complete me, I don't need you to complete me. And that the solution to my life's equation lies in the realization that I am whole. And though I may feel fractioned at times, I know that time, me, plus all the fabric of me. Now, it may not be a proven mathematical theory, but I know that time turns fractions back into wholes again. And I will again hold my drums, my language, my family ties, my education, my tradition, my womanhood and pride. And I'll be full with love, grace, and forgiveness, intelligence, wisdom, and incredible bliss. And my poems will speak to the whole world. And it may not be a proven mathematical theory, but I know that time will reweave the fabric of me. Thank you, Faithy.
Ooh, how's that? Did you feel that? Nafee, I remember when we did this for the humanities team leaders, Neil Donald Walsh's humanities team.
Yeah.
Am I making this up? Didn't
No.
Neil come up to you and squeeze your face and just be like, I don't know, he just loved it? Because I loved it. I wanted to squish your face.
It was a different poem, but he got up in the middle of the performance and he came up on stage and he gave me a big hug and he was like, yes, yeah. And then I performed with him a couple more times. Yeah.
Oh my God. So thank you, beautiful lady. She's going to come back on again.
Thank you for having me, Faithy.
And I typed in her amazing inclusive theater company called In Classics. Classics in Color.
There it is.
Right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So, and bouncing off of Nafeesa, I think, Jacquie, do you have a humanities team CD picture you could show? Can we do a giveaway? Is that okay?
Yes, we can do that. Yep, let me get it.
And by the way, that production was by Eric, my lovely Frenchman. I don't
Oh, look at that.
This is humanities team. Remember that? We were babies. Harold's on there. Daniel Nahmod's on there. Nafee's on there. We're going to give that away. How are we going to give it away, Jacquie? Maybe Nafee can find it. I don't know.
Yeah, let's have Nafee go through and find someone who looks super extra relaxed and chill right now. So just go through the Zoom and just find
people's
someone
videos are off.
Chill and relax. Like they don't. They are.
Most of them turned.
They're super relaxed. They're sleeping. You guys are sleeping.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I have the participant list up. I'm just gonna do a big swipe, and whatever name gets highlighted is gonna be the winner. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh wait.
We go 1. Should we give you a countdown?
Yeah, give me a countdown.
Like a 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1.
Swipe. The Dolly Barbie it landed on.
Dolly Barbie.
Dolly Barbie.
I'm
gonna
here.
mail that to you.
Yes, I'm here, and thank you. I'll take it.
Okay, I'll make
Awesome.
Jacquie, should I save this giveaway?
Let's do it.
For later?
Set it up. You're showing. Yeah.
Okay, this is Don't Keep Your Day Job by Kathy Heller, who single-handedly, sucked me out of my pity story and said, create, be messy, just do it. So who should this go to, Jacquie?
That should go to whoever has the messiest background, right?
Who has a messy?
Yes.
Why? What are you saying? I have the messy background.
It's a creative mess, right? Creative minds.
Okay. How can I see it?
Debbie F.
Debbie F. Okay. Is that Deb from Empower?
Yes, it is.
Okay, this is you. Because you're creative.
Yay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you guys having fun?
I don't feel like her background is like though. But I know
Okay. So where are we now? I saw Levi pop on for a second.
Are we looking for Levi? I think we're gonna want to hear Come
Maybe.
Alive here pretty soon. So do we want?
We're gonna what?
To hear the song. We'll hear Come Alive. So
Okay, let's hear the song. Should I say anything about it?
First? Yeah. Give us a little something.
Okay, this was from a collab event in Los Angeles. Again, another new writer, never met him, never before, and worked with him. And here was Levi listening to me spew about the kahuna who told me that it's a time of the wahine, the women, to reclaim their power, and time for the kane, the men, to soften. And somehow I fused that with an old song I wrote for youth contemporary music service at a Presbyterian church. And all I had from that was, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, God is good. Something like that. And Levi and I did this. Levi did this. This is Come Alive, 100%. There's Levi. Hey, what's up?
You're talking smack, but here's where it's at. We're taking power back, 100%. We're giving notice. No more bamboozle, bogus, hocus pocus. No longer hypnotized. It's time to realize 100%. We've come alive. We've come alive. We've come alive. We've been bringing broken bits, storing up our what ifs, holding back and holding down. Damn.
So you guys hear Levi there? Or CC Levi? Say hey, Levi.
Yeah. I can't
And he-
believe those 808s
listen for this.
on Zoom. That's great.
I thought you totally brought this to life, Levi. You surprised me actually when I got it back, the production back.
Didn't have to do much to do once the vocals on it.
Once, listen up, listen in.
I'm rapping about the kahuna.
Revolution from within. The kind of got us off and forget about the inclination to fight, to force, to dictate what is right. The wahine, all the women, change it up, bring it bold, reclaim it. Your power, find your way back to the throne. It's not about toppling and jostling and blaming. It's been a lifetime, already of suppression and shaming. We're not here to get you back. We don't need to for that hell. Don't wanna pass violence on and on and on and on and on. Can we be the solution, be the right and what is wrong? 100%, bring it, 100%, better love it, 100%, 100%. We've come alive,
we've come alive. Haven't you guys been there where you're just done with your story? I was like telling myself, shut up, just come to life. Let the fire, the inspiration come out.
We've come alive. We've come alive. We've come alive. We've come alive. We've come alive.
Yay! So everybody meet Levi.
Hello, hello. This is so cool. So many awesome people on this. This has been fun to just hang out and watch the chat. So much love. Such a great project.
Well, I mean, we were just so new, and here we are in a room, right? A few hours. I mean, what were you thinking? You just like jumped right in.
Well, you did too. I mean, this was
How was
like
the process for you?
one of those classic examples of just like, just for whatever reason, the the energy of the day or the hour, that 2 hours maybe that we spent on this in the beginning when we wrote most of it. You had like you said, you had like that initial idea, and then actually I remember you had the chords too, because you like hopped on this little mini Korg like MIDI controller thing that I had. I just like, I think it was like you banked like 3 or 4 chords, and then you had the yeah thing, and yeah, it was funny. It started out very minimal, but then we kind of turned it into this like big explosive anthem style thing. It's fun.
And you know what's funny is when we show up in the room, we don't even know, like, I don't know the history of like what you do. I don't know if you do salsa. And I think you play horns, or so you might, but I don't know what do we call this genre? Pop, hip hop-y?
Yeah, I think we were kind of in that like, yeah, like that, maybe the Kanye EDM kind of like hip hop dance, towing that line a little bit.
Is that your world? Is that your world usually?
I mean, I think it actually it's kind of turning into that as of late, but yeah, I really like to do pretty much everything and anything, whatever the song needs, it's, if it needs to go in a direction, that's where I like to take things. But I'm a sucker for anything with like horns and a dance beat.
Well, and then I made him add a flute in the second verse, if you heard that. Not made you, but we're like, ooh, what could we do there?
Yeah, we need some ear candy.
Yeah. So I thought you did an amazing job. And Levi came back to me and said there was a company interested in representing it. So we have a company sharing it or trying to place it, right?
Yeah, it's JC3 Publishing. They specialize in like kind of network TV shows. So hopefully we'll be seeing.
So fingers crossed.
Yeah, someday soon. Hopefully. But yeah, I think it was really your vocals that did it on that deal too, because they just loved your voice on that track. They were like, pretty much anything she ever does, like we would be happy to represent. So.
Wow. Well, that's amazing. Thank you, Levi. It was a new sound for me. And you guys just imagine I'm in my jammies in this squished corner in my daughter's bedroom, trying to put all my, everything into these lyrics, bringing, like I said, anger, sometimes blame, but turning it into fire. So I hope it speaks to you. And Levi, thank you so much. How can they keep in touch with you or find out more about your projects?
Yeah, probably Instagram's the best. It's at Levi Downey. With the B in front of my last name.
Sweet. So more songs, right? Together and also on your own, but together.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Cool.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that track, that song. Yay.
Faith, I think, what's coming to mind for me is that I think some people don't realize how many people it takes to create an album. There's always so much focus on the artist and, especially if they're a superstar, rock star, but it's such a collaborative project and art form, really.
This album especially, and I've always felt where I was going and where we're all going is a more collaborative universe.
Yeah.
I couldn't have created this and what it is without their participation, their inspiration. So, yeah. We have Nafeesa, right?
We do. We have Nafeesa coming back. Speaking of artists and collaboration, when we do become so much greater when we allow, influences by each other and just, when we get in that flow with each other. So should we bring Nafeesa back?
Yes, we should. But yes, that's what was exciting about this album.
I have a new.
Is the collaboration, the unknown part.
I have a name of the genre. You ready?
Go.
It's one of two things: hip hop, as opposed to hip.
Okay, hip hop.
Or
I'll take it.
or pop pop?
Pop pop.
Cause it's so whatever in your face. I'm pop pop.
No, not pop. Pop.
What? Oh, pop hop. I dig that. I dig that, girl. So can you carry us on with the Come Alive 100% energy?
We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. I think, you know, I think that I am Superwoman.
What? I think so too. I smell some bacon.
Yeah, because I can bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan, and never let you forget you're a man. Because I am Superwoman, equally supervising and being supervised by her supervisionaries that supersede her super ego. So I am not your super I or superior, nor your inferior or in fear of I and you, because we be equally able to amplify this ample supply of unidentified energy, a scientific theory not proven or disproven, so it lives as truth, like the magic of you, me, she. 3 is the magic number. We be a triangle, equilateral, 3 equal sides, 3 equal angles, and it takes 3 points to make a circle with no beginning or end, just infinite continuity. And I am Superwoman, one small manifestation of her infinitely continuing super story. And she has instilled me with superpowers. For these once shackled wrists were recently protected by golden power bracelets. And you can still see the scars where Nafeesa tried to remove the power of her inner stars. But she doesn't know her power's interstellar. So even without her bracelets, her gold remains untainted, because she may not know it most days, but she is me. And I am Superwoman, not Supergirl, nor Wonder Woman left wondering where my true power is, nor a Storm that gets classified as one of the X-Men. I am not bionic or cat-like with a purr, or Ivy that's poison, or one Wonder Twin. I am Superwoman, a compilation of them all with superpowers undeniable, super mind and super eyes, not superficial, but supernatural. And the super fact be, I am not alone in this super story. If only you let your super be. Let you be superb in all her super glory. And I tell you, I am Superwoman, able to leap the largest obstacle. And if instinct tells me you're lying, then my truth lasso wraps you in. My super strength can save the whole world in the form of understanding. And I, Superwoman, can even withstand all the hurt you caused me when you were my man. So here I stand, Superwoman, hurt but strong, not longing for you or singing sad songs. I merely deflect all your non-super energy from me, because I, Superwoman, let my super be. Now, you may not see me every day, even though I'm ever present. I tell you, I am Superwoman, a super divine event, unstoppable, untoppable, unnameable, untamable, and my super mind's eye sees your superpowers too. Too bad we couldn't be super times 2, like super. But I am still Superwoman, with or without you. And I can still fry that bacon, even if it's only for one. And the truth is, most superheroes live a lonely life. But that's okay, because I cry my super tears and overcome my super fears. And I super saturate with her super goodness to replenish my superpowers. And I will forever be super loving me, because I am Superwoman. Thank you very much.
Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Come on.
That's awesome.
Give it up.
So good.
Nafeesa Monroe.
Yes. Bravo.
Thank you for staying up, for giving us 1,000%.
Yes. Thank you for having
Because
me.
you are super.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. And just so you know,
Thank
11
you.
was Mimi's number. That was her number. So this, so this has got a lot on it. So I love you. Thank you, everybody.
It does. This is for Mimi.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
Love it.
This is for all our sisters, mothers, all those, like Mimi. She passed away. She's, living another life. We wish she were here. She was young with such fire. So we've got to do this for Mimi. Let the super come out. Let the fire come out. Yeah. So, Jacquie, could we tell them a little bit about the after party before we do the last song?
Sure, because it's about to start. So.
Oh, okay.
Let's tell them.
Good timing. Okay. So, since you're on here, you know that we're going to have more performers. We have Patricia, Bahia, multi-Posse Award winner. And then Janelle Maguire, who's this coach, this teacher, this nurturing heart for mompreneurs. And she is giving those of you coming to the after party, you have the opportunity to get this virtual goodie bag, ultimate, virtual goodie bag for mompreneurs. And closing it out is my sweet friend who just offered. He told all his fans, he said, even if you have to skip my show, go to Faith's thing. Daniel Nahmod, one of my favorite songwriters and new thought artists. So maybe, and Jacquie, we can tell him how to get there, or.
Yeah, we'll put, for the people in the Zoom room, we'll put the link in the chat. And for the people on Facebook, we'll put the link in the comments. And after we close this down, then we'll open up the Zoom room so you can get into that. Should we hear Sir?
Yes. Yeah. We should. Well, but before we hear it, we want you to think about, right? Who is your tribe, your ride or die? Just bring them into your heart, because this is what this song is about. And my co-writer and I are going to talk about this a little bit more, but I want you to think of this while we enjoy number 6 from the album called Circle.
One step away, forward in motion, know where I've been, know where I'm going, voices rise up, a beautiful sound. There's more than enough music to go around. Everyone step in line with me. Put your hands up, get on your feet. Oh, 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 oh. This is my circle. This is my tribe. Leaning together, we know we're all on the same side. We are stars in the same sky. Circle of stars in the same big sky. We burning brighter than before. We shining on forevermore. Circle of stars in the same big sky. This kind of love could fill up an ocean. I lift you up, you keep me going. Anything is possible, there's nothing we can't do. Bring out the best in me, I'll give it back to you. This is my circle, this is my tribe. Leaning together, we know we're all on the same side. We are stars in the same sky. Circle of stars in the same big sky. We burning brighter than before. We shining on forevermore. Circle of stars in the same big sky. This is my circle. This is my tribe. This is my circle. This is my tribe. This is my circle. This is my tribe. Leaning together, we know we're all on the same side. We are stars in the same sky. Circle of stars in the same big sky. We burning brighter than before. We shining on forevermore. Circle of stars in the same big sky.
is Nitanee. Paris. Everybody say hi to her. Did you guys love that song? This came to life in a hotel room. Tell him, Nitanee. Well, first, you have to know she is an incredible songwriter. And like Harold, her talent is equal to her heart, how big her heart is. She's one of the founding member, I guess, of the NSA, the songwriting organization in Malibu, and just a leader in our community. So I love you. Thank you for being here. Tell us some things about Circle, about us writing.
Well, first I want to say congratulations on the album. Really amazing celebration of positive music. And also, thanks for having me here. I'm really proud and honored to be part of it. And such a well-organized event, I have to say. I'm really impressed. So
Jacquie and their team, man, killing it. Val, killing it. Thank you.
So I had the pleasure of working with you, Faith, and it was at the Creative Labs Hawaii Immersive Songwriting Camp that's hosted by the Hawaii Songwriting Festival. And the Brotmans, I know you met Charles earlier, Charles, Joni, Julia, Jody. They put together this, they created this really beautiful, safe space for artists and writers to create freely and to build friendships and camaraderie. And so while we realized that we have this amazing tribe, this circle of friends that we can always count on to help each other. And so we wanted to write about that. So we were in Faith's hotel room, which I remember was all the way at the far end of the hotel. But it had this beautiful terrace. So we had all day, we spent the whole day, probably well into the night, in that little room.
We did.
With this terrace, and we could go outside and get the warm breeze and see the sunset. And we just had this amazing day of friendship and laughter and being
I remember our theme was female empowerment. We decided female empowerment. And you may not remember, you're sitting on the bed and you said, we need to change the story. You know, instead of women being catty and not supporting each other, why can't we be there for each other? And it evolved into this song. And we have to honor Sebastian Hughes, who's our producer, our co-writer who was there, added so much to the melodic line. And lyrics too, but you know, Nitanee really focused in on the lyrics that you're feeling there. Yeah. So what does tribe mean to you? I mean, I know the answer, but you know, share with everyone.
Well, I feel that
and leaning in at this time.
Yes, especially now. We really do all need to lean in together and help each other. And I think that's the thing. If we can all help each other instead of working against each other, we can. There's no limit to what we can do. I mean, really anything. And so. Amen. So that's why I love this song, because it really is about that. Something that we live every day as songwriters, as women, as friends. We all have to help each other. It's so important to help each other.
The interesting thing, Jacquie, too, we were talking about this, about the virus and the quarantine, all of this. We are being forced to lean on each other.
Yes.
There's nowhere else to go but to lean on our community and be there for each other. We're impacted on every level by this.
And we have to define what it means to connect and to reach out, because we can't do it in the way we're used to.
Yes. So Circle of Stars, thank you for being a bright star in my circle, Nitanee.
Thank you.
And to Nafeesa and Harold, and to each of you that have been on this call with us. Yeah. Jacquie, what do you think?
Like it's after party. That's what I'm feeling.
Yes, she's like in the mood. You have your cocktail hiding back there?
One or two.
So guys, tomorrow we have more of this fun. Jennifer Jimenez is going to take into the body through transcendence. Curtis Bird through drumming. If you have your drums, bring your drums. It's going to be just more Love, more music, more energy about rising. Right, yeah. So in Nitanee, if they want to follow you, can they just go to your page or?
My website is just nitaneeparis.com, and I'm also on Facebook and Instagram.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. Well, I think it's time for us to sign off. Thank you so much to the Rise Tribe, to our sponsors, and of course to the genius, the brainchild of what did I say? Lenny Kravitz, Prince, and Lady Gaga.
I'm somebody's baby.
You're somebody's, but you're a full-grown woman, baby, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So come on over to the after party, right?
Yeah.
How do they? And you have the link if you registered for it.
You got the link. If you registered, you got the link. If you're in Zoom, you'll get the chat. And if you're on Facebook, you'll get it in a comment on the Facebook Live. But you'll have to go register and then pop in. And we won't be live streaming to Facebook because we'll have it a little more closed.
Yes.
And
It's a private party.
It's a private party.
And we would love to hear from you to share your words, ahas, comments, reviews. And we'll celebrate with Patricia Bahia, Daniel Nahmod, and Janelle Maguire with Mompreneur virtual goodie bags. So all my love to all of my writers, producers, all my guests. Thank you. And join us again tomorrow. Yay. Dance it out. Dance it out. See you at the after party, guys. Bye.